A very, very warm welcome to the northeast of Japan, Miyagi Prefecture. It is the Sugo International Circuit, the venue for round 3, race 2 of the FIM Asia Road Racing Championships. Beautiful it is. We are live from the Sugo International Racing Circuit. Des Corkill alongside Barry Russell, talking you through 5 races for today, which will end with the 1000 cc's and start off with the TVS 1 make. Barry, great racing yesterday. We just hope the rain stays away.
Yes, we do. That was a real disruption yesterday. We got a surprise result out of it, but the rest of the races, full of surprises, but not weather-induced surprises. We hope they stay dry today.
Certainly do. We get things underway with the TVS 1 make a contest where Hiroki Ono, a Japanese racer, won yesterday's first race, and he did so in quite some style. He is a wild card. Vorapang Malawan is the man who was in top of the table. Conditions today similar to yesterday for the TVS 1 make, just under 30 degrees, partly cloudy, not much wind, high humidity. But I tell you what, those mountain ranges and those forests, they hide clouds like nobody's business.
They do indeed. That storm yesterday came in very fast. Let's have a look at the circuit.
It's an undulating circuit, which I love. Could turn a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6 take us up to the highest point on the circuit. But the chicane, 12, 13, and 14, Barry, they're beautiful.
Yep, and keep your eyes open for those. The elevation change there is 70 meters from the highest to the lowest points.
Excellent stuff, and so we will get underway with the TVS 1 make, and let's have a look at the warm-up lap, which is just about to start. I was thinking we're going into highlights, but we're not, are we? It's just the warm-up lap for the first race, and the riders, as they are going to be, Hiroki Ono, yesterday's winner, fastest on pole, Vorapang Malawan, who's the leader of this group, and Fugo Tanaka, who also was on third place yesterday. They're on the front row of the grid.
And on number 4, Agung Septian, fast rider, Dekitiano Aldi, second in the championship, and that's outside of the second row, Watcher in Timon.
Third row of the grid, Hayate Kobayashi, a Japanese racer, enjoying racing in Sugo. Freddie Jacobs from Australia, who's here with his family. Mio Nakahara, who performed pretty well in warm-up this morning. They're on the third row of the grid.
And P10, the Singaporean, Arshad Rusti, and
KY Ahmad and Deepak Ravi Kumar. KY Ahmad and Deepak are 13 and 14 on the grid. They're getting ahead of us. There were 14 starters yesterday. No Jagan Kumar. Was he an absentee there? So Jagan had a difficult old time yesterday.
And a difficult time in warm-up as well. As I recall, he was bottom of the timesheets there. So clearly issues there for the Indian veteran. We just get a chance to take a look at the setting here, which is just fabulous. I've been here for 4 days. I've yet to get tired of it. I've yet to look at it without feeling a big wow inside. It really is a stunning, stunning location and a fantastic motor racing circuit.
Certainly, it's just to correct myself, Jagan Kumar, P12. I was reading ahead of myself. He's the fastest in qualification of the Indian racers, but the Indian racers have all had a difficult time here, Barry. It's a real step up from the Indian Championship, where they nearly always race in Chennai. This is a very, very different circuit to Chennai.
Yes, it is. They do have an active scene in India. The reason that they are in this championship is to get them to mingle with some of the top young international racers. So this is good for them. It's good for the technicians as well to get the experience.
That's for the circuit. There's the chicane that we were mentioning, and there's the gradient taking us up something like 70 meters. And if we follow up a rider, you can see they're going up a hill, and then it's a blind over to the top of the brow of the hill. That's a beautiful shot, and then the start-finish line is right there. It's a glorious way to end the circuit. It's a great track, particularly when the sun is out. It looks hugely inviting. When the rain is there, a little less so.
But some encouraging shadows we can see here as Vorapang Malawan comes to take his place in the middle of the front row. Hiroki Ono will join him at some point to his right. He's taking his time.
Hiroki, Vorapang and Tanaka, 1, 2 and 3 yesterday. They're 1, 2 and 3 on the grid. Watcherin, Agung and Kobayashi, they were 4, 5 and 6. Watcherin, he'll be looking to try to get just a little bit closer he can overtake Fitriashov into P3 in the overall championship. But the real targets are going to be Ono and Vorapang Malawan. And Vorapang has got a little bit of retribution in his mind, we feel, because he was well beaten yesterday by Ono.
The key, as we wait for the start, is to get in front of Ono.
This is a 10-lap race. Red lights top left go on. When they go off, we are underway. Vorapang has got off to a steady start, just edging himself ahead of Hiroki Ono, and that is a really good start there from Vorapang, the number 7. As you said, getting ahead of Ono was objective number 1. That's exactly what he's done, Barry Russell.
Yep, so he's got that. Hiroki Ono is in second place. He will push him, but Vorapang is no pushover when it comes to leading a race.
Ooh.
And as I say that, there goes Hiroki Ono. He's no pushover either.
Yeah, Ono got through, but I think Vorapang got himself on the accelerator and going up the hill may well have grabbed it back. Oh no, I got it wrong. Hiroki Ono now leads. He was only behind for a couple of laps and he was so fast. He was nearly a second faster in qualification, 0.87 of a second. Once he gets into the lead, he's going to be very, very difficult to catch up.
Yeah, the job now, you can see how aggressive Vorapang is there. He's going to make Hiroki Ono feel as uncomfortable as possible. He's showing him a wheel now.
Retakes the lead, going down the inside behind them. A decent start coming in from Watcher In, who's in P3, as Ono has a little look behind him. Vorapang is back in the lead. So a real ding-dong battle in the opening lap of 10 between Hiroki Ono and Vorapang Malawan. Behind them, we'll focus on that little race to see who's doing well, but Tanaka is the man currently in P3.
Exactly, and Tanaka in P3, yeah, that's right.
Into the chicane for the first time. Tell you who needs a good ride, Deki Tiano Aldi, bike number 16. He didn't finish yesterday, picked up no points, so he's under pressure for P3 in the overall championships, P2 in the overall championships, as they come up over the brow of the hill at the end of lap number 1. Ono leads, but by a narrow margin from Vorapang Malawan. Deki in P3, Septian, Tanaka, Watcher in Kobayashi, and Freddie from Australia in P8.
Yeah, good start for them, but this is very much two races here. The one at the front between these, let's call them veterans. They're not very old, but they are veterans of racing. Both have international experience, extremely accomplished. Vorapang very aggressive to try and hang on to Ono and not let him get away.
That's the key, just try to cling onto that back wheel, because Ono, once he does get away, was able to lap so quickly all through this race week. Obviously, he's raced at Sugo before. Likes of Vorapang, doubt he will have raced here, even though he's got bags of experience. Sugo is very much part of the All Japan series, but not part of the international series. Behind them, bike number 16 is Deki Tiano Aldi, currently in P3. Behind him, you've got Agung Septian. That's the battle for P3. As you say, it's not only 2 races, it's 3 or 4 races at the moment. TVS One Make Series.
Yeah, that's an interesting group, isn't it? Just behind the 2 leaders. Be good to watch how that shakes out, but it is being led at the moment by Deki Tiano Aldi. There he is, and Agung Septian. So these are championship contenders we're talking about here in the second group.
Yeah, Deki in P2 in the overall championship standings. He had 2 second places at Sepang, had a difficult time yesterday, crashing out, but getting back on his bike and able to pick up 3 points just to keep him in second place in the championship. But he's very much in the distant 3rd place here, as once again, with 2 laps gone, we go over the line. It's still Hiroki Ono who leads by 0.2 of a second from Vorapang. Deki is 2.2 seconds down.
Good pressure from Vorapang. It doesn't look like he's got the pace to get through, but he's putting him under pressure. However, Ono, we know he's raced in Europe in Moto3, so he'll be used to pressure.
Certainly will. That's how they exist on the European series. Here's the elevation. You're coming around this sharp left-hander and then up the hill, up to the highest point of the course. You've got that little shimmy left-right. So you've just got to make sure your line is right, and you've been on the track, Barry, and the camber can be very disruptive as well.
It can, yeah. We saw just now the banking on the turn when I stopped the car the other day to take a picture. I almost lost my balance because I underestimated the banking, but look at this.
This is the battle for P3, and Tanaka has overtaken Deki Tiano Aldi. Tanaka 17, Deki Tiano Aldi, bike number 16. Japan ahead of Indonesia. Behind them, you've got bike number 2, which is Agung Septian, easy to pick out in the multicolored red and yellow helmet.
There's a bit of collaboration going on here. I saw Tanaka just wave behind him, signaling to Deki to follow him. So they don't want to hold each other up too much, although they did there going into the chicane. But I think Deki Tiano Aldi would do well just to follow Fugo Tanaka.
They're already 2 seconds adrift as we come up the hill once again. That's the battle for P2. Way ahead of them, Vorapong is clinging on just to the back wheel of Hiroki Ono. Ono hasn't made a real mistake so far. Vorapong made a great start and got away first. Just 0.2 of a second between them. The distance between the front two and bike number 3, Fugo Tanaka, though, has increased to 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, Vorapong slightly being left there. He is struggling, I think, with the pace, but he won't give up. He's still got 7 laps to go.
We're concentrating on P3. This is Fugo Tanaka. He got a podium yesterday, and he's dragging Deki Tiano Aldi along with him. This will be great for Deki Tiano. I mean, the TVS won't make it. They're all on similar bikes, but the experience that you can learn riding internationally, riding against good opponents who'll really push you. There is the battle for P3. Agung Septian still in P5 in that group. But you can almost see Vorapong, he's working so hard just to stick close to the back of Ono, but Ono is relentless in his pace.
Yeah, he's doing brilliantly, Vorapong, on this unfamiliar track. But he will also have in the back of his mind that the Japanese in front of him will not make any difference to the championship, even if he ends up with 50 points after this weekend, because he won't be competing anywhere else.
Yeah, it's a wild card coming in, picked him on maximum points. That's the best you can expect from that. But Vorapong is determined, because Vorapong himself has had a 1, 2 and 3 in the 3 races so far this season. He'd like another P1 just to prove to his students that he is the man to beat. But you can see Ono, for the first time, has been able to establish a little bit of a lead there. It was 0.2 of a second last time they went over the start-finish line. This time it is up to 0.4 of a second. So it is growing incrementally, but it is growing.
And Tanaka leading that second group. He's trying to pull them along. There is some camaraderie in the TVS setup, so I think that friendly wave, follow me, was a gesture to I want to help you guys along here. But they're not able to keep with his pace at the moment, as Tanaka backed it in to that left-hander.
Just a brief mention of the Indian racers. Jagan Kumar struggling in P14, KY Ahmad struggling in P13, Deepak Ravi Kumar is the best of the Indian racers in P11. Again, it's all about experience, competing at a higher level, but I'm pretty sure particularly KY Ahmad and Jagan Kumar will be hoping to be inside the top 10 in this field.
Yeah, interesting second group there, isn't it? We look at...
Watchering's made a move there on the inside. Just trying to get through. Agung Septian was unable to. Watchering currently P4 in the championships. Tai, one of 2 ties in the field. The other one, Vorapong, of course.
And I think that's Freddie just at the back of that group.
We call him Freddie. Freddie Jacobs, to give him his proper moniker.
Yeah. In the ASPK, it's Freddie, yeah.
As they come up the hill once again, it's a 10-lap race. That chicane, a little bit awkward, but tell you what, we are seeing Tanaka make a move again. And we had 1, 2, 3, the same 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 today. And there were 1, 2, 3 on the qualification. We don't like processions on the ARRC, but if it's quality procession, you can't really complain that much.
Yeah, this is intriguing, isn't it? Just looking at those 4 bikes on the left, they're going to line up behind Tanaka.
Deki Tiano in P4, Agung Septian in P5. Watcherin in 6. And Jacobson's got himself up into P7. He has got that group. You did mention him, it didn't register with me, and he's actually made a move on the inside, Freddie Jacobs. Trying to make a manoeuvre up.
Yeah, good racing experience, developing racecraft at this level. With quality races. This is what it's all about, these one-make championships.
Jacobs is bike number 9. This little group are virtually 3 seconds behind the first two, but Vorapong has got into the lead. So either Ono has decided that he's a bit fed up with taking the lead and then decides immediately to retake it back again, or he made a mistake. Oh, Vorapong is just putting down a little mark and saying, you know what, I am able to take you here. This is not as easy as you might have thought.
Exactly, and he did look pumped. I don't know if you saw him during the pit walk, Des, but I spoke to him. Vorapong is really pumped for this race. He doesn't like coming second.
At the moment, that's exactly where he is. He's temporarily had the lead on 2 separate occasions. We're beyond the halfway mark here, different routes through the chicane, and that different route through the chicane has actually allowed Ono to once again just establish a little bit of lead, a little bit of experimentation going on there, I suspect, from Vorapong Malawan as they go over the start-finish line. This is the end of lap number 6. Ono has a lead from Vorapong Malawan, 18 from 7. The lead is 2.8 seconds, so Tanaka is able to get the better, has pulled up a little bit of time on these two.
Yeah.
As they're dueling, Tanaka might come back into the picture, though he is a long way down, 2.4 seconds down.
4 laps to go. Yeah, I think that's a big ask. Vorapong yesterday finished 1 second down from Ono, but he did have some catching up to do. Now, well, last time around he was 0.2 behind, but he's lost a little bit in this second sector. Let's see as they head out into the country.
Sunny Sugo.
Yeah, we're hoping it stays that way.
And Ono, once again, has Vorapong Malawan on his tail. Wildcard, Ono picked up 25 points for the win yesterday. This will be his only race of what will be his only round of what will be a 3-round, 6-race season for the TVS one make.
Yeah, you can almost see the steam coming out of Vorapong's helmet. He's thinking, he's taking different lines, trying to line him up, but he hasn't quite got close enough. He hasn't quite got the pace, it seems, and Ono's happy to lead from the front.
Tanaka now in splendid isolation in P3. Behind them, there's a really good little battle going on there. Freddie Jacobs has got himself up into P6. He's putting pressure on Agung. In fact, is that Jacobs up again? Yeah, Freddie Jacobs has got himself up into P5 now.
Yeah, good work by the Australian. Currently sitting number 2 in the ASBK Supersport 300 class.
So that's the battle now for P4. It's being led by Dekitiano Aldi, young Indonesian racer. He's got Freddie Jacobs right on his tail. Agung Septian is also there. Kobayashi not too far away, but half a second down on that little group of 3. Again, the KY Ahmed's made a move. He's moved up into the top 10. Keep referring to the Indians because the TVS Championship is very much an Indian property, and we're delighted that they've come more onto the international stage. Very, very welcome onto the ARRC.
Yeah, really nice variety of nationalities in this championship.
Vorapong again on the tail. This is going to go right to the line, you know, because Vorapong refuses to be cut off, and he's gone on the inside of Ono, the switchback from Hiroki. That's well done by the young Japanese. He's certainly learned racecraft.
He certainly has. That's why you go to Europe.
Didn't panic when Vorapong came on the inside. Had his line all sorted, knew the Vorapong would have to go a little bit wide, was able to produce the switchback very nicely, and so 3 times Vorapong Malawan has had the lead, but on each occasion for less than 2 corners, and each time Hiroki Ono has said, out the way, old fella, this is my territory. Sugo in Japan, the venue, they come up to the Dunlop Tire. That's a beautiful landmark there, up over the brow of the hill. This has been a cracking contest. The differential between them now is as big as it has ever been. It is 0.3 of a second now.
It's 0.3. Vorapong tends to catch up during the back sections, sectors 2 and 3. Just about hangs on through sector 4, but tends to lose it a little bit in the chicane.
Somehow needs to be able to protect that lead. He's experienced enough to know that that's exactly what he's got to do, but he's only got 2 laps remaining. Tanaka in 3, Decky in 4. Freddie James in 5. Sorry, Freddie Jacobs in 5. James on the graphic because he's James Frederick Jacobs.
Indeed he is. And Agung Septian in 6th.
Watcher in, disappointingly for him, in P7 as Ono leads the way. These guys are a good 4 seconds clear of Tanaka in P3. Again, Vorapong has a little look down there. This is the place where, coming down that hill on the back straight, that may be where he thinks he's got the best opportunity.
Yeah, he's running it through his mind at the moment, isn't he? Visualizing what he's going to do next time around.
This left-hander coming into this long straight. Oh, sorry, into the chicane, apologies. And then he'll go up the hill once again. This is his last chance to rehearse. Ono always seems to get a good drive out of that chicane. Hiroki Ono always seems just to power on the gas at the right time. But this time Vorapong was able to stay a little bit closer, and that's very encouraging for Vorapong Malawan as they come into the last lap.
He's definitely going to come alongside. I don't think Vorapong wants to be behind when they get to the chicane for the final time. He's going to need to get ahead before that if he wants to win this race.
Ono pushing Vorapong out wide. He was making sure that Vorapong couldn't come around the outside, so just took the space that was his on the circuit as they come up the hill to the highest point of the circuit. It is Hiroki Ono, Vorapong Malawan. 4 times Vorapong has had the lead, but on each occasion Ono has been able to relatively easy peg it back, but it's only 0.1 of a second maximum between the two at the moment. Malawan looks on the inside. Great battle, going right to the line.
Superb battle between 2 really good quality riders.
On equal bites, Vorapong decides, looks on the inside. Oh no, oh, has he been brave enough? Vorapong now goes round the outside, and oh no, is forced out. This is a big moment. Vorapong Malawan is in the lead. Is he able to hold on this occasion?
He tried it before, but he couldn't. This time he made it stick. And if he can stay ahead, he comes out fast from this next corner. He needs to be ahead when they get to the chicane.
Showed a little bit of aggression. Ono has now got the catching up to do as they come into the chicane. Vorapong Malawan will lead going up the hill. Ono takes a different line out to the chicane. Who gets the best drive up the hill? It's going to be Vorapong Malawan, but Ono is very, very close. But Vorapong is able to accelerate up and over the brow of the hill, and Vorapong Malawan takes the victory. That is wonderful racecraft from Vorapong. He takes it ahead of Ono. Behind them, Tanaka comes in P3. But that was a masterclass from Vorapong Malawan.
That was beautiful racing by Malawan. You could see the rehearsals. He tried that move a few times, and he made it stick when it mattered on the last lap. And he had to get to the chicane. He knew that before Ono, because Ono's so fast through that chicane, and he made it stick.
Tanaka P3, Decky a good P4 for him. Agung Septian 5. Freddie Jacobs finishing in the end in P6 ahead of Watcher in 7, Kobayashi in 8. Ono, a really, really good contest. He's enjoying it, but he was really outwitted in the end by the man who took it, Vorapong Malawan.
Vorapong will be delighted. He knows he's beaten a top quality international racer. Now you can see the delight there. You can see his helmet smiling. The smile is so broad underneath.
Well, he was full of admiration. He was full of admiration to the work undertaken by Hiroki Ono yesterday. I saw on the podium, he was giving a lot of applause, a lot of kowtowing, a lot of bowing, but tell you what, he's shown that he's a genuine competitor. He timed it absolutely beautifully. Beautiful racecraft. There's the confirmation. Vorapong Malawan takes it in the end by nearly half a second from Hiroki Ono. Fugo Tanaka 5 seconds down in P3. Decky Tiano will pick up 13 points for P4. Agung Septian 11 for 5th. Freddie Jacobs will pick up 10 points for 6th. Watcherin 9 for 7th. Kobayashi 8 for P8. This is the TVS Asia One-Make Championship. Race number 2 of the weekend. It was a fabulous race. Nakahara, very good 7 points for P9. Kewayama, the best of the Indians, able to hold off Natapom for P10. Arshad Rusty ahead of Deepak Ravi Kumar. Jagan Kumar, another disappointing time for the Indian champion. But that was really, really impressive. Highlights of the TVS Asia One-Make Championship race number 2, and it was a shootout between number 7 Vorapong Malawan and number 18 Hiroki Ono up at the front. Hiroki Ono, the wild card, knows the local scene very well. He got off to a slowish start. Vorapong was able to get ahead of him, but then Ono got himself back in front as he got 4 occasions he was able to make sure that he got himself back in front after some good work from Vorapong Malawan. Behind them there was a good battle going on with Deki Tiano Aldi starting well for the first half of the race, but then Fugo Tanaka coming through. Fugo Tanaka, bike number 17, eventually coming through in to take P3. It's bike number 16, Deki Tiano Aldi, who would fall away just a little bit and finish in P5. But up at the front at the midpoint, again, Vorapong gets in front for the second time, but just look how Ono seems as though he's got the measure of the TVS master Vorapong Malawan. And the number 18, Hiroki Ono, looking for a win double, actually looked as though he was in pole position. Once again, Vorapong comes through with 3 laps to go. He asked the questions there. The switchback, though, is very good from Hiroki Ono. The questions were being asked by Vorapong, or maybe he was just looking at the best places in which he could overtake. Comes to the final lap. That's where Vorapong made his move, and this time he was able to make it stick. Look at the aggression as he shows here. Just make sure that Ono isn't able to get inside him once again. This is with 1 lap to go. That's the move there from Vorapong Malawan. Shows that he's not going to be put off. Goes around the outside of him and is able to just take the crest of the corner. Outbreaks Hiroki Ono, and from then on was able just to cling on. Ono, for the first time, was then chasing this race. Tried to take a different line through the chicane. Couldn't make it, and as they sped up the hill, Vorapong Malawan was able to go and take this victory for his 2nd race win of the season to increase his lead at the overall championship standings. Boy, did he enjoy that. A 2nd P3 for Tanaka, but there is your race winner, Vorapong Malawan, and he did it in some style. Okay, that was fabulous. These 3 don't look overly exhilarated, but I promise you they should be. Good that the families are out here. The sun is out. It is beautiful. We're halfway up the mountains here in a lovely range of forests at the Sugo International Circuit, the Sugo Sportsland as it's called. The Miyagi Prefecture up on the northeastern coast of Japan. First time the Asia Road Racing Championship has been here. We had some rain yesterday. Today it is all sunshine so far, but there is Vorapong Malawan. He absolutely loved that. He performed magnificently, bided his time wonderfully, made his move on the last lap, and was then able to take the victory. And now we're going to get the prize presentation, and that's in the middle of the back straight is that presentation board. And the TVS One-Make Series, this is the 2nd round that they've had. They're definitely racing in Buriram. The MC introducing the guests of honour and also the top 3.
In 3rd place, Fugo Tanaka from Japan.
Fugo Tanaka picking up P3 for the 2nd consecutive time. Good performance by the Japanese. He's a wild card once again. Hiroki Ono. He had maximum points yesterday, so a 45-point weekend isn't to be sniffed at. But Vorapong Malawan, what a performance. And this time it's Ono who's kowtowing to the master. And we are going to get the Thai national anthem, which Vorapong will enjoy immensely. there's obviously a lot of respect between Ono and the race winner, Vorapong. Guests of honour, Kartik Kauda, the head of TVS Racing Event Management Team, handing out the prize to the third place racer, Fugo Tanaka. In the overall championship standings, it's a 30-point lead for Vorapong. As second place prize, once again, Atakayan Vasudevan, TVS Racing Crew Technician. Ram Mohan, the senior manager of TVS Racing, hands out a richly deserved first prize to Vorapong Malawan, quite right. And he is number one, number two yesterday, but really showed his racecraft and showed his students that he is the man. So there is the race to podium. Vorapong Malawan taking the victory from two Japanese, Ono and Fugo Tanaka, in the TVS Asia One Make Championship. Plenty of respect between the top two racers, and they've shared 45 points each over the weekend, but it's a wild card entry for Ono. So it's really good news for Vorapong, because he will increase his lead at the top of the overall championship standings. 36 points clear of Deki Tiano Aldi, who finished in fourth place today. Ono, just a one race weekend, and he's already up into P3 ahead of Watcherin and Agung Septian, who've both overtaken the absent Fitri Ashraf into sixth place. Freddie Jacobs level with Fitri Ashraf in P6, and Tanaka, a good weekend for the Japanese wildcard. Two P3s, 32 points from his two races. So that's a really good way to get things underway. As you can see, the sun is out. It's a little bit blowy. It's a magnificent racing track here. Particularly when it's dry, it'll be nice and fast as well. And that's good news for the Underbone 150cc's. We had a fabulous race yesterday. I'm expecting another one today. That's coming up after this short break. You're watching the Asian Road Racing Championships from Sugo in Northeast Japan.